Good morning, everyone. It's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Happy Friday. I'm really getting a little confused as to what days are which anymore, but you know what? We are here. It is Friday, and it is the very first live online event. It's kind of an inaugural thing at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and probably all over the place. So, I've kind of dubbed this name for this event because Stitches has been canceled, Twisted Stitches, and I am just having a blast getting everything ready for you. So here, come on in, join the room. This is our little warehouse that we have made into a shopping store for you, and we're going to be doing some demos and answering questions along the way. I'm just so excited about doing this. Many of you who have shopped with us before know that our online store offers mostly kits. So we're going to go a little off track today, and we're going to be offering you the opportunity to look around the shop, see something you like, let us know you like it, and just kind of tag it by saying, I want that, and name the color and the yarn, and we'll work it out. I'll message you, and we'll get all that going. So remind me if I forget to say something. If you have questions, ask, and let's just have a good time. So, I wanted to start, as I was coming down this morning and getting things ready here, one of the yarns that I love most recently from Noro, this is actually a Noro yarn, is Sonata. And this is just such a beautiful, soft, silky yarn. And Sonata is, the fiber content is cotton, viscose, silk, and a polyamide. And that polyamide helps to give it some elasticity. So we've got a beautiful blend here. If you know Noro yarns, they're just fantastic. And this is a great summer weight. And my elf Jan knitted this up for me because we had events coming along and I can't get things done fast enough because I'm doing everything else. So thanks, Jan, for making this fabulous sample. And the Noro Ito yarn, I'm not Ito, my goodness, Noro Sonata, you can see right here, comes in a variety of colors that, go from black and all the way across. That one. Yep. Here's another. So these are great for summer projects, and if you're looking for inspiration on Knitting Fever's website right now, they are having all their yarns for free at this time, so you can find lots of inspiration there. And I'm sure I have some others as well. Another favorite through the winter, and it's not too late to keep knitting winter things, and also get ready for next winter. We have the Mirasol Ushia is a great chainette, and it works up beautifully in some of those Outlander type cowls, and 2 skeins of that makes up a beautiful Outlander cowl. And the Mirasol sells for $17.99 a skein, and it's a nice full skein for a super bulky. You get 114 yards on each skein, and we have a nice variety of colors in this as well for you. So what is everybody working on? You got projects in the works right now? I'm looking for a project that I had that was in the works that I wanted to share with you. That is not popping up in my goodies right now. It's probably not downstairs yet. But I do have another that I'd love to show you. We went from summer to winter. We're going to hop back to summer right now. And let me show you this beautiful... This is called Solar Fun. And it's a pattern on Ravelry. But look at that. Pretty. I am trying to finish it. It's a gorgeous crescent shape, and it has a lot of fullness at the bottom, which I like. Most of the shawls are triangular or asymmetrical triangles, and this one, as a matter of fact, is a full crescent shape with a lot of fullness on the bottom, which I really, really like. And that is these beautiful, beautiful cottons by Araucania. Just so pretty. I love the colors and the softness. I think if I had to choose a fiber that I love working with most, it's really cotton. And it doesn't have the give that the wools and the animal fibers have, but this is just, I just love cotton. It's so soft. And the Araucania, these are a 1 or a fingering weight yarn, and they come at 481 yards on a skein. So why don't you take a look at these pretty colors on these 2 rows, and you can see what's available there. And the shawl that I'm working on is a 2 skein shawl. So you see, we have some folks watching. What are you putting on? What's on your needles right now? Who's got something working? What's your project? Checking to see what we've got coming in here. Okay, we got some shy people, I think. All right, so let's keep moving along. If there's something special you want to see, let me know, because we can pan the room and see what's, let you see what's on the shelves here. As we were working busy all night, and I think the cat just discovered the yarn that's here on. Hey, Oreo. Hi. Our little kitty had a little mishap yesterday. He had a run-in with a piece of glass. Anyway, so...
Bryce says good morning.
Good morning, Bryce. How are you down in Pennsylvania? How's that little puppy? Cute little puppy. I'm watching her grow. Okay, so let's take a peek here. Socks. Who loves socks? Everybody loves socks. Well, not everybody, but those who love them really love them. And all our sock yarns are right here. This is just to give you a variety of colors and availability. It's not all the sock yarns, but these are the ones that I was able to get into this little box here. And we have lots of variety in these. And up top, these are great. And these come with patterns as well. This is the Katia Stella yarn. It's a fingering weight yarn, and it works up in a really, really pretty shawl that they have that comes along with the pattern, with the yarn when you buy the pattern. Really very nice.
Bryce says the puppy is fat and sassy.
Like a lot of people I know. Noro is a great yarn that seems to never lose its popularity. And they've come out with some fantastic yarns recently. I just showed you the Sonata there. There's here's a sample that I have made in something else. There's so much to show you to get it all ready. This lovely number, as they say, is knitted with Noro's newest yarn, Tsubami. Tsubami is just, I don't even know how to explain, and I'm a writer. I should know how to explain what something is like. The colors are vibrant and at the same time muted. Careful. And it's amazing. This is a 50% silk, 25% wool, and 25% polyamide. These skeins or balls are 600 meters. You've got over 600 yards of beautiful color to work with here. So, when I first saw them, I said, $51, that's big. But you know what? You're getting 600 yards of yarn. And it's silk and wool. You can't get better than that. So that is our, the Tsubame. And this is a sample that was knitted up to demonstrate this yarn. And that would be in these colors right there. So you can see how the colors flow through. The self-stripe in Nora is really quite cool. I love my cameraman. So any questions? We'll be coming back. We'll be doing 5 shows each day, 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9. Yes, I'm exhausted because I'm going to be teaching 2 knitting classes in between there. But that's okay because I'm here for you. So if you see something that you like here and you're not sure about it or you have more questions on it, please feel free to message me right here in Facebook and I will get back to you and answer any questions. And again, this is an inaugural event. If there's something you think that we should be adding to it, let me know because I'm more than happy to take any comments and thoughts. This is a very interesting time that we're all living through right now. And we're heading into the summer months and we'd like to think that we have, we'll be out and on our lawns soon and barbecuing. And this Protest is Patriotic pattern that is free on Ravelry is just beautiful, made with the cotton here from Queensland United. The colors are great, and it's actually made up in that yarn right here in this photo. And it takes 1 skein of each, so that's super. And the price point is great, and the project is fun, and it's quick. It works up really quick. If you're looking for something a little more in a wool pattern or in a wool yarn, then the Gadifra also has the red, white, and blue that works up very nicely. And there is one other yarn that this is one of my favorites. Hold on, please. So here I've combined yarns from Art Yarns and Juniper Moon Farm for the red, white, and blue. And I just think that is stunning. And I'm looking for the one piece that I don't see down here at the moment, and that is the beads to go with it. I have beads here, but I don't have the red ones. But if you think, I have to go upstairs and get the red ones, you could insert a touch of beads throughout. And I have the beads in the red, which really looks really pretty and gives it a real sparkle for the holiday. So that's a real fun project to do. I'm just going to leave that up there so I don't forget it for next time. Here. Painted Sky, Night Shift. Night Shift. It's like the ongoing project. Everybody loves Night Shift. And we've got a couple of different ways that you can create this beautiful pattern using a variety of yarns. This one is made with Painted Sky. And Painted Sky yarns are behind me here in a large variety of colors. I also have them back on the other wall. So we've got lots of colors. And you can find these kits on our website already made up. But at www.nittygrittyyarngirl.com and just click on kits. And you'll see the different kits that are available. But there may be other colors that you see that you might want to mix together yourself. So maybe at a later show what I'll do is I'll put the colors out so you can choose colors. But this is a great shawl. You need 3 different skeins of Painted Sky. You can also use any of the Noro brands to create the night shift. This is one that we created here using 2 colors of Ito. And again, over 400 yards on a skein here on a ball, so you only need 2 skeins to complete the project. Akari is a beautiful, soft silk and cotton. You can see the different fibers in there. It's a variety of fibers that works out beautifully. That can also be used for the night shift. It has a little more elasticity to it, or what's the word I want to use? I can't think of it right. Drape. It has a little more drape to it, so it's not going to be hold up as stiff as it would in the Ito. And then you can also use Tsubami. But there's another variety that you can do. The night shift has so many different things, so many different varieties, that there is the shift shawl. And the shift is fun in these yarns right here. The Rainbow Beach works up great. I mean, you need, I believe it's 3. You can take 3 colors, put them together, and create a really nice effect. So that's, thinking about what's popular. One of the things that you can do today, tomorrow, Sunday, go online and look at your patterns. See what patterns you have, and say, I wonder what I could put together. I wonder what yarns might be available. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's 10% off everything. So whatever you see, whatever you like, get 10% off today, over the weekend. So take your time, see what you want to do, and there's going to be another 10% taken off at your checkout. Talking about the shift, mosaic knitting is such fun. I'm actually working on a pair of what they call friendship gloves right now that are just getting on the needles. I love the pattern so much. It's got a little slip, and I love mosaic. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. The friendship gloves are not mosaic. My bad. Anyway, I love mosaic knitting because it's kind of stranded color work, but not so much work in the color work. And it creates a nice little effect. And so this was something that I just created the other night as I'm working along, and Jan, my elf, said to me, are you going to finish working on that other pattern? I'm like, yeah, but I want to get this done because I think it's going to show beautifully. So what I did here was I took a self-striping yarn. This happens to be a Noro Ito, and I mixed it with this is an Aran weight, and I mixed it with a worsted weight, and I believe this is the color that I used actually, and now it's going to fall apart. No, there'll be no falling. There we go. And so I put the 2 together and created the mosaic look here. And I purposely made this length because I wanted to make a hat to go along with it. But you can go narrower and make it longer, or you can just keep going and just make your scarf. And it's great. It's a quick pattern. It works up quickly, and it's a lot of fun. You can memorize the pattern in no time, which is one of the things I like to do, because as I watch all my reruns of Criminal Minds and things like that, I like to have some mindless TV on when I'm knitting. I can't have to concentrate too much. So, and also, you can take you can use a yarn, something like this. Now this is an Indie Dyer, and you can put that with it, and it's just so pretty. And thank you. This is from Spinaway Farms, and actually I think Bryce is still on, is it? Yeah. So these are some of the yarns here from Spinaway, and these are all these yarns here. These are lace weights, and then these are DKs and sport weights. besides our, I'm sorry, my cameraman is pointing to me, but I'm not sure what he wants. Oh, those, okay. Well, if I show you everything in one show, you're not going to come back, right? So I want you to come back and see some other things too, and I don't want to, you can't stay online all day waiting for the next best thing. That's why we decided to do several throughout the day. But this is Silk Garden. This is what Paul was pointing to. Silk Garden by Noro. And these are some fabulous colors here. And Silk Garden is a great worsted weight yarn. It's kind of an all-round worsted weight that works really beautifully. And, in Noro fashion, it is silk, mohair, and wool. So, and it's got just 10% wool in it. It's got a nice, just a little bit of a halo to it. Nothing crazy, but it's a nice yarn to work up with. So, as we move on, Leike needles are one of the best needles that I have found to work with. They have driftwood and birch, and they are just amazing needles, and a couple of different models that you can see. I personally think they all work fabulously, and hey, for me, I need more than one set of circular needles. And so if I have a dark set and a light set, and that works out perfectly when I'm working with different yarns. Someone said to me one day, I don't like to work on black because I can't see the yarn on my needles. And so I just looked at them and said, well, why don't you use lighter needles? I mean, let's face it, if you have a lighter needle and a darker yarn, it's going to show up. So from that day on, the person's like, oh, okay, fine, I'm knitting with black now again. And that works really great. So little tips and tidbits there. Has anyone tried Akari yet? I just want to show you this beautiful, in one of the Noro magazines. In fact, I think it's Noro. I can tell you, hold on one moment, because I have the pattern right here that I'm working on. Oh, I think it's book 14 that has an origami shawl, and the origami shawl is actually worked in Silk Garden in the original pattern, and I'm working it in Akari just because I thought the yarn was so pretty. And just look how beautiful that origami pattern is working out. And I'm going to see if Paul can you zoom in a little bit on this picture? So that's the shawl when it's done. Again, there are so many asymmetrical patterns out there right now that it's nice to work on different shapes. So this is a rectangle. I love the width of it. It's just long enough to keep your shoulders warm on a cool summer night, and then it's going to be long enough to wrap around you. So that's a beautiful pattern. Akari is 528 yards on a skein, and it sells for $41.40. So that's a great little yarn for the summer. And one of my favorites, and it's interesting when you see kits like this. These kits are all made up, and kits are fun because you don't have to do a whole lot of thinking. And so these are the mini indulgence kits. But one of the things that, because my creative mind is always thinking out of the box, I found a pattern the other day, and I'm going to post it on my website so that you can see another way that you can use these yarns in a fun pattern and really create something that's very unique. This is great, don't get me wrong, very great, but I like to look at something and say, okay, what would no one else have, and how can I make that work for me? So I'm going to show you a little more of these later. These kits are they sell for sorry, I'm lying, I think it's $39.99. I have to check and see for sure. Oh, sorry, $49.99. Wow, the price went up. Thank goodness there's 10% off on those. So, but again, you're getting 500 yards of yarn on those. So, let's see, what else can I show you? What else can I show you in our cute little shop? Oh, I know what. Look, guys. Oh, yarn bowls, yarn bowls, yarn bowls. You know, you put a skein of yarn in, you pull it out the side, and your yarn it doesn't go anywhere. You know, like sometimes the cat chases the yarn down the room as it's moving and you're knitting. The yarn bowls are great, and I love the size of these because some of them are so small that you can't fit a ball of yarn in them. So this is you've got 400 yards here on this Gadifra. And it is, yes, 400 yards, and it fits beautifully in there. Lots of room to spare. Papillon. Papillon, papillon. A very, very favorite of so many. It's like, again, it's kind of like the night shift. Everybody wants to make one. Now, I'm a little person, so I didn't want to make the full length. But the full length is absolutely gorgeous too. But what I like about this is the yarn does all the work. If you can work short rows, you can make papillon. People get frightened when they see it because they think, oh my gosh, it's so much work and there's so many different colors. It's not. It's 2 skeins of your main color and 1 skein of your contrast color, whatever you choose to use. Actually, I think these 2 work beautifully. I think these 2 work really pretty. And someone is doing this with that. And that's gorgeous. Again, really nice combinations. Oop, let me put that back. Let's see, anything else I can show you? In our next show, I'm going to be going over, in our next show, I'm going to be showing you some of the yarns by some other yarns from Juniper Moon Farm and Kid Cotton and Indulgence. There are so many different yarns to show that it's important that we have enough time to share different things with you. So what I'm going to ask is if you would just go on and share this event with your friends, and if there was something you saw, if you would just leave me a message and let me know what it was, and I will see what I can do to coordinate with you between now and the next show at noon, and see how I can help you out. We are here to help make this time better for you. We would love to see you. We would love to see you on one of our shows at noon, at 3, 6, and 9. So we're here for the late shift people and the early shift people. I see some early birds on there now. I'm sure there are some folks who are going to tune in after work, but up to you. Please share this with all your friends and let us know if there's something we can do, and share your comments with me in the message section so that we can make it even better for you. Thanks so much. We'll see you again at noon.